your bed liners from kind of bunching up and coming undone on one end. I have that problem. Lots of cool things, lava lamp, on and on and on. Knives. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be really cool household items, fun stuff that I want you to keep in mind. Obviously, most of this is not going to be able to get to you by Christmas time, right? We totally understand that. But the idea is if there is something maybe last minute and you're just sort of, you're stressing, you're kind of going, 90 miles an hour, run around like a chicken with your head cut off. May I submit this? Let's not get out in the traffic. Let's not get out in all that sort of wild winter wonderland traffic. Unless you kind of dig that thing. Unless that's your jam. You love to get out there. Sorry, I'm always a little warm. If you love to get out and mess with traffic and the crowds, then by all means, go for it. But if that's not what you're really wanting to do today, spend all those hours and maybe not even find what you're looking for, I submit to you, let's just watch this for about 2 hours. Maybe give us 45 minutes, and perhaps we'll find something that you're gonna like. That's gonna you think may be the ideal gift for somebody. All you have to do is then screenshot it. I know it's not the ideal per se in terms of gift giving, but it's a thought that counts. So let's keep that at the forefront of our minds as we move forward today. A lot of these are going to be very, very affordable for the most part, and I think you're going to find that some of them are just really cool items that you might have friends that need them, and you yourself may need them too. So keep in mind we're giving special pricing from almost everything that we have today. That's guaranteed to be as low, minus a couple buyout opportunities that happen on the TV shows, but minus that. We are going to be very, very low on the prices here, lower than their everyday price, which would be on the website normally. Now, how are we going to be doing this? Well, if you're with TikTok, we ultimately do want to get to the website. What we're going to be doing, if you're TikTok, those of you out there, we want you to click on the link in the bio, which should be maybe above my head right up here, and then that will take you to the website where you'll then put in, for example, our first item is this trusty cane, and that will be sold 101. You'll put that in the comments section. Ditto that for everybody else on Facebook, Instagram, except for the clicking on the link in the bio. You will just be in the comments section. You'll click sold 101 for items 1. Will be sold 102, let's say for item 2, if this was maybe the piggy bank or whatever, just hypothetically. And that's the way it's going to go. And that will take you to the website and redirect you to wherever you need to go. Go ahead and check out and all that stuff. Keep in mind that if you get up to $49.99, you're not going to pay any shipping on the website there. So lots of good things in store for you. We're going to start out with this really cool pivotal cane. Now this is black. It's foldable. It's a smart walking cane with an LED light. It's got an SOS alarm. See, this will come undone. You could fold it up so that you can fit it nice and neatly into your vehicle wherever you might be going. You're going into the house. Maybe you get around okay, but you just need a little something, when you're out, or maybe when you're traversing stairs, things like that. Perhaps you've had some sort of injury, torn ACL. These things happen, unfortunately, throughout life. That is life. Life is suffering. Was it Confucius or Buddha that said that? I believe it was Buddha. But it is. So this makes it a little bit less sufferable. You can click on different links here for this. Folks, this is $16.99. You've got this sort of four-legged deal going on down here. You've seen those probably as seen on TV. This is the latest and greatest in that technology. It's going to pivot a little bit with you. It's got a little bit of a bend to it. So if you're going, in some weird terrain, it's going to bend a little bit. You see how that? It's very, very well made. Nice. Again, you got the LED light too. So if you're at nighttime, maybe you're looking for your keys, going through your pockets, ladies going through your purse, you've got that option available to you. You've also got, in case anybody rolls up on you, right? Always good to have. So you can keep this in your purse if you like, or or wherever if you're not using it at the moment. But again, it does fold up very, very simply. And then of course this part right here, just you undo that, or you push that all the way in. So, I mean, you got to play around with it a little bit, but pretty simple stuff, straightforward, fairly compact as well. So, you know, it'll get down to, where's my, I guess I have my ruler out. That's mainly for jewelry and stuff. But probably down to about, I don't know, 14 inches. So remember to turn your light off. It takes a couple of batteries. Again, you've got this little side alarm here. Kind of obnoxious, right? Very obnoxious. So, very, very interesting item. And again, $16.99, something like this is probably going to run you, I don't know, probably around 70, 80 bucks. Most retailers, $119, that might be a little high, but most of the ones that you're going to get at the retailers don't have. Or the light. That's a pretty strong light too. And again, you've got that pivoting four-legged bottom here. And, you know, if you just want to have it, there's something to, you know, beat off producers, you know, it's your prerogative. Just kidding. We do not endorse or condone violence of any kind here. Also, one thing that's really neat about this light, I just noticed, and I didn't see this earlier when we were prepping for the show, it does have a little pivot bend, so you can sort of bend it down a little bit so you can sort of see in front of you a little bit better, but you can also flip this back up, and it folds nicely into place. Again, you've got these interior wires that are going to keep it all nice and connected, but these just kind of, they go in exactly where they need to go to. It's going to work probably, I'd say, for pretty much any height, just about. I mean, unless you're super tall, or down to, I guess the lowest it can go is, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, pretty much any height, unless you're the way big outliers. So, excellent opportunity here. Look, the canes are not just for those that are getting up in age. Again, injuries happen throughout life. I remember when I first, I guess I was maybe 38, and yeah, I pulled something. I just jumping up on the back of my truck and pulled something in my back, and I was immobilized for literally it was almost a month. But it started out just like something. I went to go jump up on my wheel well, like on my wheels. I was going to try to put some stuff. I was like blowing around in the back. I had a tarp in the back, and I jumped up on the wheel. I'd done it 1,000 times, and was just going to kind of cover it up a little bit, put something over it so it wasn't blowing around and driving me crazy. And just jumped up on it a weird way. You know, I was in fairly good shape, and something went. I was like, oh, and I kind of stepped down from the wheel, and the rest was miserable history. It was a whole chiropractor ordeal. For the first week, I couldn't walk at all. I ended up getting a roller to start out with, and went to crutches, then went to a cane. So this would have come in very, very handy. The cane I had wasn't quite as Swiss Army knife-ish as this one is. This one has all the bells and literally all the whistles. So $16.99, that's sold 101. A fun item. Also have this nice arm, little wrist brace too. It just kind of keeps it nice and secure, so that so you don't drop it or something. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And again, very, very adjustable too. So it's going to work for somebody that's my height. I'm about 6'2", easily, but it'll work for somebody who's 4'9". So fun item, great item, well-made item. 4.6 stars out of 90 reviews. It's pretty tough to get anywhere over 4 stars when we're talking about 90 reviews. So that's definitely a very, very good sign. Also, just want to point out very quickly, we do have it in a couple other colors. I'm just kind of noticing that. The one we have here on set is going to be the black one. And then there's also there is a yellow one, looks like. Red. There's a rojo, a red, a black, and and a blue, and is that a pink?
Purple.
Sort of like a purple, sort of fuchsia purple. So you got options. And I will say the purple one a little bit more expensive. That one's $29.99. Are the other ones $29.99?
No, just the purple.
Okay, so just the purple one. So if you want to be super fancy, and also if you really adore the purple one, I'll say this: you can give a call to the personal shoppers. Tell them that Chris Whitley said to give it to you for the $16.99. They may or may not. I don't know how much pull I have, but I think they're usually pretty understanding in that respect, especially when we're talking about like kind, 100% like kind, pretty much, except for the color. So I don't see that there's anything different on that one. So yeah, if you want the purple one, just call the number 877-899-0490. That will put you in touch with the personal shoppers and just say, hey, Chris was doing the live stream. He said that, look, these are $16.99. You can go and look to see that all of them are, and except for this one. He said that you would probably adjust that for me. I don't think they should have any problem with that. All right, so take advantage of that, folks. Pretty limited on what we have here, but definitely a fun item, and an item that could be very, very useful and potentially save a life. You know, a lot of elderly people, when they fall, that's a horrible thing. You know, and most of us have experienced that with our grandparents or some elder in some capacity, and so any support that you can give anyone is always a good thing. Speaking of support, your purchase, no matter how big or small today, will go towards feeding a hungry child. We have an affiliation with a group called Your Purchase Feeds, and Akshaya Patra. Your Purchase Feeds kind of covers all of the United States, Akshaya Patra all of India. And these provide meals for young underprivileged children who may or may not have had the opportunity to get a good and nutritious meal. Already we've given out over, I think, close to 47 million meals. It's already with every item that you buy, no matter how big or small. So it's kind of a really cool thing, especially around the holidays when we need to be mindful of the needs of others. So good on you for that. Whether you knew it or not, you're doing a wonderful thing, and we're happy to do it on your behalf. Again, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's already sort of baked into the cake. So there we go. All right, this is Item Sold 101. I know I spent a lot of time on that. We are going to move on. So on to numero dos. This will be Sold 102 coming up. Matter of fact, I'm just going to kind of put this back here. I know I'm going to regret it because it'll probably fall and hit me in the head, but there you go. And you know, everybody's gonna, yeah, maybe it will. Fingers crossed.
Also, Dazzling Gemini on Instagram says Happy Holidays.
Who is this?
Dazzling Gemini.
Dazzling Gemini. Hello, and thank you for your holiday wishes. Same to you. I appreciate you watching. Lots of cool stuff to come. Now, we talked about the bed scrunchies. This is not the scrunchie, ladies, we're thinking about. This is an item that keeps your sheets on. Have you ever had a problem, whether it's even with new sheets, the fitted sheet, whether it's the fitted sheet, usually it's going to be either the fitted sheet or the under sheet, the bed protector. But you know, you get on there, your spouse gets on there, your girlfriend, whoever gets on there, or you got a big dog, they're jumping up on there. The more weight you put on a bed, typically, not typically, but sometimes you're going to have the issue of one area sort of popping up. And we all know what a nightmare and what a bummer that is whenever you're really, really exhausted and you don't feel like messing with that sort of thing. To have to get out of bed, go over to the side of the bed, lift up the mattress, pull that underneath the mattress, and then the other side pops up, so now you're playing whack-a-mole, right? Don't have to do that. Let's do it right the first time. You've got 4 of these. They go around all 4 corners, and what they'll do is they'll snap in place on your sheets, whether it's your comfort fitter or your fitted sheet, whatever it may be, and they will keep them nice and secure. These lock into place. They can get fairly expensive. You can buy some cheap ones. You know, I think I saw some, you know, at one of those the bargain stores, but I got them at one point, and they're kind of you get what you pay for, really, truly. But this is something truly next level. Now, these offer 360-degree bed sheet tighteners. So what you're talking about here, and I want to kind of go through this if we could. So I'm gonna set, these are really cool. We're gonna get to those in a minute. So I'm just gonna push this stuff to the side because I want to kind of go into detail with this. This is not just, the ones that I got were essentially, they were essentially just for little corners, you know, you snap them in place.
Real fast, Chris. Lauren says Merry Christmas to us.
Is this our Lauren?
Yeah, our Lauren.
Hey Lauren, how are you? Merry Christmas to you. Wait, am I doing? Was Lauren going to be doing this one?
No.
Okay. What? Maybe the one tomorrow. Yeah, but are you back in Dallas, Lauren?
No, she's going to be gone till the 2nd.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, have a Merry Christmas. Hope you and your family are having a wonderful time together and some good fellowship and safe travels. So, thanks for watching. Do you need a bed scrunchie, Lauren? JD, I know or JD, I know you need one of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I had JR on the brain because she's in Dallas. That was an old show called Dallas back in the day. All right, so we got elastic straps. You've got really a full, and there should be another. You've got the clips that traditionally come. Now these will snap into place. Let's see. You've got. Is there another? Should be like a little. If this is all we got, then I'm just gonna have to show them the box here.
Like what are you trying to look for?
Well, I'm just trying. Well, there should be like a PowerPoint presentation that kind of goes through. This is not just everything. It shows like the whole entire, like this little picture here, all the different steps that you go through.
I mean, I have something.
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into it, but basically you have a 360-degree hold going around it. So you've got this one piece that's going to go around. This is the one I'm talking about. So unlike with the other ones that you can get, those cheaper and expensive ones that don't really work that well, those will just give you like a snap here. It'll be like one little snap here, it'll snap to there. One little snap here, it'll snap to there, so on and so forth. This one comes with this 360-degree, and you're gonna have it all the way around. You've also got a little bit more in terms of the length from this angle of the bed over it, whereas some of the other ones are going to give you that little just a smaller little area. So you're really going to make sure that you're doing it right the first time, and it's going to hold. It's got the elastic in it. Is supposed to be the top of the line. So this is going to be a fun one. It's going to not necessarily be fun, but it'll be fun to not have to deal with that headache. You just do this every time you put your bed on. It's one little extra step, and once you get the hang of it, it doesn't take long. It is machine washable as well. So, folks, this is only $24.99. You've got budget pay available to you if you don't want to drop the $24 to $25 or whatever. That's going to be $6.25. But again, 360 degrees for that bed. It's ideal for all mattresses. It's going to be perfect for king, queen, full, twin, whatever it may be. And you'll get some good stretch with it too. And like I said, the elastic is top of the line. Innovates. It's very innovative. It's the next level on the bed scrunchies. So we're going to move on, but that opportunity is available for you. How many do we have of these?
We have 300.
Okay, and let me tell you why this is the item that you want to get. You might say to yourself, well, Chris, I've been to that bargain place that you were just talking about. Well, why would I pay $24.99 for something that I know I can go to that bargain place and get for like $5, something like that? Well, because you want it to work. We have 4.9 star rating on this. And that would be impressive if we had like 20 reviews. We have 457 reviews. So out of 457 people, there was probably maybe 2 people that were unsatisfied. That is unheard of. That's unheard of. 4.9 star rating out of 457 reviews. So don't take my word for it. Take the anecdotal 457 reviews words for it. Okay? So that's Soul 102. And we are going to move on. Congratulations, everybody who takes advantage of that. Oh, you didn't give me a count on those.
Yeah, 300.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so we got about 300. We got more than enough for your houses, or houses. If you have a couple, get them for every bed in the room. Bunk beds, work on those too. Mm-hmm. Now, Sold 103, ladies and gentlemen, doing a lifestyle show today is going to be. Wait for it. And anytime that you guys have any questions or anything, just a heads up, whether it be TikTok guys out there or Instagram, Facebook, if you're watching on the Shop LC website, feel free to chime in. We're live and interactive here. It's one of the fun things about doing this show. So we're always happy. If I can't answer your question, we will attempt to find somebody who can. So if you have anything, or you maybe want to take a second look at something, feel free. Or you just want to say hello. Love hearing from you guys out there and interacting with you. It makes it fun for me and makes it fun for DJ and the rest of the production here. So we have a multicolored Home Smart. This is going to be our top-end home brand, and we're going to be doing a multicolor leaves pattern tablecloth. That would be this. So I think a lot of, well, if you can see it, so I'm going to I'm going to shift things around. It's not like jewelry, it's like, I feel like jewelry is like, you kind of got it it's all set in one little area. What you have here is just a really fun, nice, festive tablecloth. You've got all these colorful leaves. Perfect for any season, really. Perfect for just about any table. Let me look at the specs on that, though, in terms of the size. Because I don't, before I say any table.
I think that. Here we go. Should be right
there. Okay, so we've got 86 by 55. So, pretty large. Doesn't cover most tables, I would say. Got a nice length on it. So, I mean, I'm 6'2". It's way, way taller than me. So, your average table for sure. Breakfast table, most assuredly. A little bar table, kind of like this. Absolutely. With ease. It is very nice material. Feels nice. It's going to be easily machine washable. We do have it in a couple different patterns and everything. This is sort of a multicolor. It's really pretty. So, I think you guys can all see that pretty well. I don't know if you can on the main. You're a little bit higher up there. But I can see the TikTok there. Seeing it pretty good. See lots of people joining in too. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so it's going to give you a great look. Just classic, classic festive party scene here. It's going to go great for any birthday parties, any events that you have. I want to encourage you to get them all. If we could, I'm going to get you to click through the different options. You've got a quick drying deal here because of the nature of the fabric. It's wrinkle resistant, which is also very nice. Made of polyester, so easy to clean. You've got this one. That's more of a sort of fall colors there. You got the sort of leaves, nice earth tones there. Quite lovely indeed. So that one might be maybe for your Thanksgiving gathering. These are only $7.79. They're on clearance. We typically had them at $12.99. So down from, I think, what was it, $50? So yeah, I mean, you can find them out there probably for maybe in the $19.99, something like that if you're lucky. But no need. $7.79. And if we click over to the third one. 5-star ratings. Which is fantastic. And we got a nice little pink one as well too. Now this pink one's got looks like a little floral patterns and things like that in it. Quite lovely indeed there. Maybe that's your I don't know, maybe that's your spring or your summer go-to. You have a little princess party for the granddaughters, whoever. Or you just love pink. Maybe it's like you're like what's her name? Trudy? Julia Roberts' character on Steel Magnolias. Pink is my signature color. Something like that. Help me out with that, ladies, if you've seen that movie. It's been years. But if pink is your signature color, you definitely want to go with that pink. Again, you got the multicolor. This one's sort of more festive. This one's good for springtime, when all the colors are starting to get nice, or fall. When you're starting to see all that pop of color changing on the leaves or green. Yeah, get them all three. It's going to be, for all three, you can get them for less than $24.
Yeah.
And if you need a couple, get them. You know, maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe you have something out in the I was about to say, if you had something that you need sort of, like maybe you're moving or something, you know, after you've used them a couple times, I mean, they're very machine washable, so you should get a lot of life out of them. But if for whatever reason you find that, you know, well, I think we've decided to go with something different, you're not yet broken the bank, and it's something that you could use to sort of, for moving purposes as well, because you do have this sort of really strong material. It's going to be water resistant. And it's not going to stain real easily. It's something like if you had some paintings or something, maybe you're doing a little bit of a move or you're helping your kids move or something, you could wrap some things up with these because of the length. I mean, they are rather large. So again, excellent opportunity there. That's going to be sold 103. Something we don't typically do. So I think this is a cool item. I mean, I know we do a lot of the blankets, but not as many in terms of the tablecloths and things like that. So the fact that you've got a really good and you've got that, it's a quick dry, you've got the polyester, you've got all the luxury of the, you know, and real nice luxury feel to it. It's going to hold up well, it's nice and durable. It's got a pretty good thickness to it as well. So, and it's wrinkle resistant too, so it's not going to get all janky looking, because nobody wants that. So, take advantage of this one. That's going to be sold 103. I encourage you to go to the website and look at the other colors available to you. We got more of a fall color. This one's more of a festive, probably summer, maybe a spring, and then we've got sort of a pink, real pretty pink, sort of floral design as well. All right, so we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna move some of this stuff back here that we just moved off it. But that's really pretty. I like that. Cool design.
So we're gonna do this bathroom set.
So let's get a little combo going. Since we're doing home goods, what's everybody doing for Christmas? Anybody got any huge plans? Hopefully a lot of people having family over. Got anything out of the ordinary that you're doing? Something fun? Anybody stressing? Hopefully not. I'm not a psychiatrist, but if you need to vent, let us know. I'll see if I can't help. Dr. Fix-It is in the house. And we got lots of things here that are going to help you with just your random knick-knack household duties too. Like this little guy. So 1 and 2. Very cool. All right, so next up we've got set of 4 green. That is going to be these. This is the item you don't know you need until you need it. I need it. Most of you, I'm assuming, have indoor plumbing. What we have here is a full set for a bathroom. You've got the large cover, you've got a set of 4 green, and real cool pineapple, sort of a festive pineapple look with some nice greens, some nice goldens, very, very trendy colors this time, or this year, in fact. So we got a set of 4. It's going to be the shower curtain. That's numero uno. All right. Traditional, should fit in most showers unless you have, some non-traditional shower deal going on. You're gonna see the patterns on both sides. A little stronger on this side, I would say. So this would be your interior side. The thing I like about this is you've got a little bit of see-through. So if somebody's in the bathroom while you're taking a shower, you can still sort of see some light coming in. I bought a shower curtain that I thought was really cool. It was like a navy blue one here recently, and I don't have a light above my shower. I do right outside of my shower at the flat where I live, and I can hardly see anything in there. So I like this because it gives you some cover. So if somebody is maybe your wife's doing her makeup, but she don't want to see you wash your backside or whatnot, and so you can still see kind of what's going on a little bit, just a little silhouette-y, but also gives you a little bit of cover and whatnot. So if she's whatever, doing makeup, all this and that, and it's going to let some light in because you do have sort of a little bit of that white color there too. But then you've got the matching toilet seat cover. Now, toilet seats I've got a cleaning lady comes. She comes about once every 3 weeks. Probably not enough. But something like this, keep you from getting the dust, that's naturally going to build up. And also notice that grime. Just when you're getting out of the shower, grime and stuff. Now you got your towel in the shower, but one of the things you just kind of notice when you don't have something like this, or you don't have one of those nice thicker towels that you have when you get out of the shower, is if you have this nice mat here, it makes life a lot easier. So this is going to be very, very highly absorbent. All right, so it's going to, as soon as you get out, even if you sort of dry it off a little bit, any excess water is still going to be dripping down. It's not going to run into the corners and end up causing any kind of, nasty mold issues, or at least help prevent that with your shower. So you've got this for outside of your shower. You've got this little guy right here. It's going to go around the base of your toilet, and we all know why we need that. Ladies know why, because guys typically pee standing up, and that can cause some issues, especially if they're tall. So this is kind of that good thing. Also, in the winter time, if you have tile in your bathroom, this is going to provide a nice, very comfortable, this is very, very breathable. It's almost going to look like a nice cushiony, but it's going to provide a little something to sort of help with any residual water if there's any kind of slight leaks or anything, or, heaven forbid you happen to miss a little bit, at least give you something that's going to sort of sop up a little bit of that. And these are very machine washable. I'm not sure about the drying. We'll have to look at the particulars, but this is going to be kind of the finished product of what we're working with. So you can see it's really lovely. It's going to go with most decors, I would imagine. It may not go with 100%. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect for everybody, but I think it's a great opportunity. It's only $24.99. And in the wintertime, if you're one like me who just dreams of spring and dreams of going to the beach and dreams of maybe being, off in some tropical land, well, let's give you a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that feeling, when the days are short and the nights are long and it's cold outside. So, summer, all year round. I love it. Pineapples, nice tropical fruit. Yeah, that's where it's at. Good look here. And again, these are very, very thick, very substantial. You'll look cute on top of your toilet seat. If this doesn't fit your toilet seat, you can find some other use for it. I'm sure. I think any number of things actually. But we've got. Oh, we do. No, I was about to say we don't have any. Yeah, this is the last. So we've got a last in stock situation. Got 4.8 stars, 12 reviews. So really, really highly rated here. And just a cool item. And typically, you're not going to get all four matching, right? I mean,
we also have 150 of these.
We have about 150. Okay, so we have enough to feed the masses. Enough, unless you live at the Biltmore. I think we got enough to cover everybody. Will it come? No, it does not come with the shower curtains, I don't think, or the little rods. Those you can get at any store because it's got the standard amount of holes for this deal here. So, $24.99. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be sold 104, and we will move on. Got some knives coming up your way. See me sort of playing around with these. Very sharp. Very colorful. Like a box of crayons. I like that though. All the essentials. We're going to get to those in just a little bit as well. Isn't this lovely? Yes. I'm loving this. Can't wait to get to that. What we have next for you. So all of us may remember college, the lava lamp. Traditionally, lava lamp had the goo and what have you that was sort of blue. This is kind of a different take on it. This is more of a festive. This is more of a any time of the year, all seasons lava lamp. This isn't your dorm neighbor's lava lamp. It's got a beautiful light on it. Can act as a night light. It's got a nice little heat to it though, so you'll have that slow rising, but you've got this confetti deal going on in it. How many do we have of these?
We have Oh, we have 20 of the multi and then over 800 of the silver.
Okay, so we got over 800 of the silver. I love the silver because I like this for kind of a lot of decor around the house. In fact, like if you have sconces, like for example, I have two sconces, and I just got two little mirrors to go behind them. Just happened to find two matching mirrors that matched the little sconces, and the sconces were so small. I was like, what can I really put on those, and what is a sconce, and why was it named that? But I'm thinking something smaller like this could provide some light, where I've now got the little mirrors that I've got behind them, and so that's a really cool item. Obviously, you can turn it. You can take off this extremely hot deal. If you have small children in the house, maybe you don't. Maybe you leave that on there. It's not extremely hot, but it's definitely warm to the touch. But you got a really cool look there. That just snaps into place right there. It's going to be about a little over a foot tall. Nice sort of ergonomic design here. Very, very fashion forward. Very contemporary, I would say. But I think it'd look good with a lot of classic, eclectic style homes as well. Folks, these are on clearance. They're only $8.44. Now, if you remember your traditional lava lamps, they were not inexpensive. They can get very, very, very expensive. We also have this, so we have the most in the silver, which I like the silver. Why? Because silver, like gray, goes with just about any color scheme imaginable out there. It's like black or white, So it's like when in doubt in terms of vehicles, black, white, silver. Can't really go wrong there. And then you can get into all the fun colors. But silver is sleek, and like I said, I think it just goes with almost anything. This also provides a lot of pop. It's a fun, sort of festive look too. It's not overbearing. It's not obnoxious. It's got that sleek, almost like sort of missile design. It's really cool. It's not going to be in anybody's way, so we're not talking about something bulky. A lot of you may have the lamps, and my parents had the lamps, really cool lamps. They were kind of sometimes large and bulky and almost kind of like things in your way. This is not going to be in your way. Very slim, very slender, but it's going to provide some light. Now, is it going to light up the house like a lantern? No, but it is going to provide a good bit of light. If maybe this is something, it's not going to use a ton of power. You've got an LED lamp or light in that. So it's going to be very, very low energy drain. It's something you could leave on. You could keep it as a night light. You could put it on your nightstand. It's not going to be so loud. If you're one that likes complete darkness, obviously you can just click it off. Like so. So it's that simple. So to make a great night light, just enough light to where, yes, you could. A lot of you could. You sit there and read your book or whatever. Maybe Mrs. or the Mr. is next to you and they're sleeping. And you just want a nice, something that's not really loud and too obnoxious in terms of lighting. Let's turn off the overhead light and just turn this one on, and you can sit there and finish reading your Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew and what have you. Wait, children, but great for the children too if they're reading their Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew. If in fact children do still read Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, I think they're more Harry Potter and stuff like that. So. But you get the picture, folks. $8.44. Now, we do have a multicolored one, which you are seeing right behind me here. Is it black? Is that the one?
No, it's just in the lighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a picture? Can we click on the multi? Because I just want to see what it looks like. Because I know we have the most of these of the silver here, friends. It's a groovy lava motion lamp, baby, with aluminum base. Groovy. This groovy indeed. Okay, so we've got it. Okay, so it is still going to be silver, right, on your caps. But this one you're going to have just multicolored confetti in there. So if you want just maybe a little bit more color, you want to kind of spice it up a little bit, that's going to give you that look. But it's really just your prerogative. They're going to go great together. You get one of each. Yeah, I can totally see these, in a kitchen somewhere too. A lot of people do the track lighting and stuff. This would kind of be something different. Maybe you have a child who's going away to college. Very cool item there. But yeah, this is fun. It's a fun item. And again, it's actually got practical use too, which I always like. A, it looks cool. B, it could be a great, just a piece of decor, and it's very functional because, look, we need light to get around, to see. So all those things make it a lot of fun. And look, it's less than $10 at $8.44. I mean, you can see them out there for probably $80, $100, something like that. But to get one for $8.44, it's a heck of a deal. Again, we got about 4.3 star rating out of 109 reviews, so pretty solid. Anytime you got over 4, you're doing pretty good for yourself. So I think we said about 20 just on this the multicolored confetti. So if you love that one, probably want to move sooner rather than later. We do probably have enough to last on the silver one. So that is a great opportunity, folks. Maybe you have somebody, a son or a grandson or a granddaughter who's moving into an apartment, I don't know, think like a New York apartment, right, where there's not a lot of space. This is going to be the ideal lamp for somewhere like that, where you know, the aforementioned bulkier lamps, even if it's a cool, you know, really neat lamp, this is not the space. You know, we have to economize. This is going to be ideal situation for that. You get a couple of them, one for each nightstand, and that's going to be something that, you know, when you get up in the middle of the night, it's not going to wake up your partner, hopefully. It's not going to wake up the neighborhood, but it's going to give you enough light to where you can see, you know, tripping all over the place. And if you are tripping all over the place, you can always get sold 101. Have that right next to the bed as well. It's just called a callback. So $8.44. I encourage you to get the multicolor. I encourage you to get the multicolor, especially if you love it, because that one's very, very low in supply. And then we got about 150 of these silver. Very sleek, very stylish. Gonna work, I think, with pretty much any decor and any color scheme. So what a neat item. What a great price, though. Wow. And functional. It's gonna have the last thing I'll say about it is you got about a, well, it's about a 5 foot long on your cord there too, and then you just got the little snap there. Just quite simple, indeed. A little bit of heat it emits. It's not. I mean, it's not gonna, but it's warm. You know, just be mindful of that. It has to sort of heat up the gel that's inside there, so that these can jump around. But I love the way the light dances off. It's really pretty. It's groovy. Those are not my words. That's what it says in the. That's what it says in the explanation. Groovy, baby. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on. That one again sold 105 on that. And again, about 14 inches. So ideal. Ideal height and length. About 2.5 inches at its sort of zenith there. The base itself is going to be a little over 3, about 3.25. And it's going to stay nice and secure too. You got a little felt underneath though, so it's not going to slip around. And this is supposed to, that screws into place or snaps. Actually, no, that just sort of rests on top, but it's not going anywhere. The base is pretty firm and secure. It's just our table's not. So. All right, so moving on to sold 106. Item sold 105 for all of you out there, and we do have enough to get multiples. Okay, this would be cool for like a wedding too. Like you put them all on all the wedding tables. Almost have it as a wedding gift.
Yeah. I see that.
That would be groovy. Very cool. All right, I like it. It's fun. It's fun. Maybe you have an event planning business. Great item there. We got 160 of them, 150 of them.
Now this next item is under your jacket.
Okay. Surprise, surprise. I had to lose the jacket to start out with. This item you might recognize. There was a commercial not too long ago that was done. Very, very dashing and debonair young actor was seen snuggling in this cow print, and he looked to be very, very comfortable. Me, I'm a little hot-natured, so I don't know if, ooh, wait, oh, this is nice. Yes, okay, forget about me being hot-natured. I take everything back I said about that, because this is so comfortable that you will melt into it. You will simply melt into it. It is that comfortable. It is big too. Before I get all snuggly here, and in case you're wondering, if you watch the TV show, there's the one out right now where I believe Hannah's singing the it's like 12 Days of Christmas takeoff thing. It's like one cow blanket, but it's not just a blanket, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Snuggie, or I don't know if legally that's probably a trademark name. We'll call it it's a Snuggle E. How about that? We're calling it soft and cozy faux fur, no cows harmed in the making of it, Sherpa wearable sleeve blanket. How's that? Where's the other sleeve? There it is. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna get it. So, you just get all comfortable. You get your arms in there. Get down on the couch. It's pretty long. Like I said, about 6'2", so it goes down just about to, it goes down to my feet. Could cover my feet, especially if you're sitting on the couch, sitting on your favorite, I don't know, lazy boy, whatever it is. Little draft coming in, man. It's getting cold around here, even in Texas. But this one, and the cow print, super popular. But the interior of this, you've got like this. Feels like sheep. It feels like sheep's wool. It is so comfortable. 100% polyester. I suppose, yeah, you could layer it over a bed. Sure, why not? It basically just has the sleeves, but for all intents and purposes, yes, we are talking about a functional blanket. How cool is that? So it's going to be can I get the actual specs on it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give them measurements. This is item...
It's 106.
Sold 106. So, 71 inches by 54 inches, yeah. The weight, it's got some pretty good heft to it. I mean, it's definitely thick. It's definitely going to keep you very, very warm. That much I can tell you. But it's cool. Something you can lay over. You can lay it over your bed if you wanted to. That's probably a full, I'm guessing, maybe a queen. I don't know if it would quite cover all the way over queen. I guess it wouldn't. Just about, yeah, at least cover to the corners or close to thereabouts. Oh, totally, yeah. And you could have this side as well. You could do the white side too, which is quite lovely as well. Kind of give you that sheep's wool. So you got some versatility there. Both sides are wildly comfortable. Gosh, this is like, I'm trying to think of just some. You could be like Cowella DeVille for Halloween, maybe. Yeah. So a bunch of 101 cows. Yeah, there you go. How is that? That's actually really cool looking. So you want to go out at night out in the town? Yeah, why not? I mean, look, it's like a. Well, for me now, ladies, I don't know. You might be dragging the ground a little bit, but for me, if I wear it like this and kind of, it doesn't quite touch the ground. Now I just look like a dude out of Game of Thrones. Very cool and very warm. So this one, ladies and gentlemen, sold 106, is going to be not $99. Like, you could pay that for something like this. It's this high quality with this much, like, I mean, it is so well made. This much comfort level, this much versatility. You could easily pay around $99, something like that. We're doing these for $39.99. You've got to get these for the winter. You just have to. Get one for every one of your family members. I mean, this looks, I'm looking at, we got like a little delay over here. And I'm looking at I mean, it has the look, it really does, of like a legit, like fur, like real fur. I mean, this is amazing. The print is really fantastic. Of course, cow print's super popular, has been super trendy for many years. This is something you could lay out on the floor if you wanted to. I mean, look, the price we're giving to for it. I mean, if you're one of those that really pampers your dogs, and you know, I mean, I wouldn't put it outside with outside dogs if there is such a thing anymore. But I mean, if you're like one of those that really, you know, lets the dog sleep on the bed and that sort of thing, I'm not I'm not hating against that, but then maybe, you know, the spouse doesn't particularly care for that. This is an ideal item to maybe sort of train them, hey, you can go get on your little cow area of the bed down at the end or whatever, after you get through snuggling with them at night. But they're going to find it to be just as comfortable as I imagine you do, because it is so smooth and such a rich, robust look here. It's going to be very easily washable, cleanable. I would probably, it says machine wash. I would probably lean towards hang dry just to be on the safe side. You can look, the instructions will come with it. I'm not seeing that exact thing, but just I'm going to go out on a limb and say, if you want to have more life out of it, let's not do it dry. You can hang dry, probably dry very, very quickly because of the material that's made of, but it feels 100% like legit fur. And it's just so comfortable. And, you know, when you first get it home, one thing I will say to do is give it a good shaking out. Like, take it outside, give it a good shaking out. You'll have little, you know, kind of occasionally little doodads that'll pop off when you initially pull it out. We always get a brand new one. So just take it outside, give it a good shaking once or twice, and that'll get any excess little furs and whatnot, and then you should be in good shape. It's gonna be hypoallergenic though, so it should be nice, and it's not gonna mess with your allergies or anything like that. So again, folks, 71 inches by 54. You've got the arm sleeves, the arm holes. This is fantastic for anybody who is prone to cold, you know, prone to circulation issues, you know. The older we get, circulation sort of tends to want to not circulate as well. So your feet can get cold, your arms can get cold, your hands can get cold. So you can just kind of bundle them up in this. And again, I'm about 6'2", so this would be perfect for somebody my height. Easily, anybody under, I think, up 6'5" even, because you know, typically I would imagine for the bed, you totally could have it for that. But I mean, I see this as an item you can just sort of take in the living room, and you know, if you're like me and I'm like, well, I don't turn the heat on too often. Just because I grew up in the South, and it's, to me, it's never really super cold here. We have some cold days, so we turn it on every once in a while. But if you're like me, I kind of tend to make other people miserable. So I can have a couple of these around the house, and they're like, could you turn the heat on? Because I can only get, you know, I can only take off so much stuff, you see. But I could have these, so say, oh, well, here, let me give you this. And they're going to fall in love. Anybody who puts this on is gonna absolutely adore it, especially if you're prone to being chilly. So, excellent item, super low price here, $39.99. Very, very functional, both as a sort of a snuggie style, wear it on the front, or if you just want to look really cool and you know, wear it like this. That's your prerogative too. I kind of like this. I'm feeling this. DJ.
Yes.
Onward and forward to the next item. So 106, $39.99. How many do we have of these, real quick?
We have, what was it? 6.
We've only got 6 of them. We spent a lot of time. All right, so these are probably going to sell out, folks. Make sure you get one if you love it. And what's not to love? I like this. It's my new look. I feel like a king. All right. If I wasn't starting to sweat a little bit, I'm going to have to rock this for the rest of the show. So, that was sold 106. Here comes sold 108. Oh, here it is. Sold 107.
This is 108, one of the items we don't have in studio.
Okay. All right. Ooh, it's warm. Whew. All right. And it's heavy too. Got some good girth to it there. All right, so I'm gonna set this. Maybe I'll set this. Take the jacket. We're gonna put that right there, just in case, so you guys can be reminded of how cool that looks and the luxury that comes with it. Now, we've got here star-themed LED light speaker. Where were you at 2 weeks ago? I was on that website that terrorizes you. You guys been to that website that will terrorize you and send you constant things, like, hey, you got such and such percentage off. Like, no. I don't need more stuff. I don't want more stuff. Yeah, that site. And I needed a speaker. I needed a speaker. This would have been ideal because I ended up spending like I think $29 for just some little cheap, whatever speaker that didn't do all the cool things that this did. Now we've got on this one a sort of a 3D themed deal going on. We're not going to be able to show it to you here in the studio, so I want you to really kind of focus back here, with all that sort of lighting effects, because we just have too many harsh studio lights here. So that's the reason why I'm sitting down, so you can see all this information behind me. You got the full frequency, the magnetic speaker, you got a little boom, sort of a bass down there, and
Bluetooth mode.
all right, so I'm gonna make sure I don't play something that's gonna cost us a fortune. So I think, would a podcast?
Just, a quick bit, or like something instrumental, maybe.
Yeah. How about some Christmas music?
There we go.
Play these festive songs on a winter night. Let's don't be like the Mariah Carey or something. Cease and desist. So, you connect your phone, any computer, anything that's Bluetooth, has Bluetooth connectivity, and you are going to be in business. So I'm looking for what's the name on here? DJ, you were sitting there.
I have no idea. Let's see.
Let's call it copy. Okay. Well, it comes with instructions, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you what other features it has here. So we'll have these lights.
FM mode. Bluetooth mode. FM mode.
Oh, you got FM mode too.
Oh, okay.
Which apparently you have to have oh, there goes the lights. Yeah, lovely.
Bluetooth mode.
Obviously we don't get a good FM signal here in the studio, but you probably will wherever you're at. Now, this light, this got a little touch top light here. Let's move this
So
over.
the name is S609.
Okay. Alright, S609. There it goes. Any pairing. I don't know that you may have to download an app. Sometimes you do have to with these. I don't think we should.
I don't think so for this one.
Okay, cool. Bluetooth pairing request. So then you'll get a pairing request. Pair with SO9. So I'm going to pair that. And then we are in business and hopefully don't have a very, very popular, hopefully it's just an instrumental Christmas song. Or we can have maybe, I don't know. Joe Rogan's pretty cool. He won't give us any guff, hopefully, for just playing us a little bit of his podcast. Although I think this is one that everybody's getting a little rowdy on. Oh, my phone's on airplane mode. You can still pair when you're in airplane mode. Probably why I should have gotten this sort of the kinks worked out with this before the show, right? Super prepared.
Very prepared.
Yes, that's the way I roll.
FM mode.
No, not FM.
Bluetooth mode.
Come on, man. Okay. Yeah, now the podcast isn't playing. Okay. Whoa, because I'm in work mode. Yeah. Always got to do that when you're at work. Put your phone in work mode. Makes it where it doesn't it doesn't ding. It doesn't make any noises. It doesn't really connect to the internet either, though. But you get the picture. Now, if you want to do brighter lights here, this works as a night light as well. It is chargeable. It's got the micro USB charger in the back. You also have a USB charger. So if you wanted to connect this to potentially another speaker, if you wanted to connect it to a computer or something manually, that is an option as well. You've got all these different colors. I don't know if you guys are able to see this. I'm going to bring it a little closer while I'm trying to get my phone off of work mode, just because that's sort of stalling us out and making me look goofy. All right, so more goofy than normal. So if you can see that, not sure if you can see that, but different degrees. So brightness. So depending on how much you're wanting to sort of brighten things up, I do want to get something going here for you, though. This is going to be $10, ladies and gentlemen. How many do we have complete in total?
We have 193.
193. So we got enough for you. But that's the reason why I want you to, because I saw we had one of these on one of our shows, and the sound was fantastic. So I'm really trying to work that out for you. Okay. Thinking we're about to have something. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are in for a treat. Oh, it's still connected to my studio, or my little beats. I don't know. And then wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Everybody's left. I have no network connection right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh.
So there you go.
Kind of works. Okay.
Excellent sound. This is wait, oh, that's a song too. Is that? Anyway, excellent band. You might know the name of them. It's called The Band. And we only played 15 seconds of it though. So that they cannot send a cease and desist letter for. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you got excellent sound on it, big booming sound. And you've got the FM radio, which doesn't pick up a really good frequency in here, but you also have a portal there where you can put an SD card as well. So that's if you have some music saved on one, you can slide that in there as well. So I mean, this is for all intents and purposes. You've got a jukebox right here with any number of thousands of an endless number. Depending on if you have one of the services like I have on my phone. Like I've got that the YouTube Music that I pay like $20 a month to. You can get pretty much any song known to man at any time. So excellent opportunity here, $10. You can put these in the bathroom. You've got a nice speaker on the bottom there. It's going to give it some nice good bass, some robust bass. Going to be perfect for the party. Not, the big parties you want to have your big system for, but this is ideal for the get-togethers, things like that. You can connect it even to your television. Most smart TVs have, if you don't have a sound bar or something like that, can give you a little bit of extra sound to coincide with the sound that you have on your TV. So it gives you a little bit more of a surround sound deal going on there. And we've got enough to go around. And it's got this really cool light opportunity there as well. Now, that's not going to emit so much of light that it's going to waste all your battery power, but obviously the higher, the brighter you have the light turned on there, the more, that's going to run it down a little bit. But you've got a pretty good length of charge on here. And again, very chargeable. Most of us have the micro USB chargers in our homes and in our vehicles, for that matter. If you don't, you should check out our website. We've got one of those multis. It's got the one for the Apple, it's got the one for the Droid, it's got the one for the micro USB, which is the older one for the Droid, and kind of the multi-use. So we're gonna move on. That one was sold 108. Sorry it took me so long to get everything up and running with the sound, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the sound. And that wasn't turned up as loud as it would possibly go because I just didn't want to blow your eardrums out like I did with this. But we're going to move on. So sold 108. We do have enough to go around. Fun, gift-giving opportunity. Very sleek, very stylish. And again, much like our lamp that we got, actually those look really good together. You've got the silver tone here, so it's not going to be intrusive. It should go with a lot of stuff that you have. Looks like a little spaceship, little egg. But a big, strong, robust sound. And again, you've got the SD. You've also got this other connector there for a USB as well. And then the micro USB is the charger for it. So, cool item. Really, really cool item. And an FM radio. So, if the, emergency ever happens, you can sort of be in contact with the world out there, and know what's going on. We were talking about this movie. Did you see that Julia Roberts movie that just came out on Netflix?
What's it called?
Something, I Want to Leave Them All Behind or something.
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it, no.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's really good. Interesting film. All right. But don't go watch that just yet, because we've got another live stream coming up, and we've got a little bit more time here with you today, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of more cool items coming your way. All right, so we've got a set of 2 warm lead lantern smoky gray and amber coming at you here in un momento. You got the 3 batteries?
Yes.
Batteries not included. Just takes 3 AAAs. But you can see behind us what you're going to be working with here. I like the lamp theme. I like the light theme. Lights are good. We've got these rose lights coming up here in a little bit too. Decorative rose lights. Aren't those beautiful? These actually feel like real rose petals too. These would be great for like a wedding, bridal shower, things like that. And they come with those. So that's going to be coming up in just a little bit. Really pretty. I'm finding all kinds of cool stuff that I need for my home here today. Why don't we just flip it over to one of the items I already got? Oh, in the meantime, how about I need a quick reset anyway. We're supposed to do this on the hour, every hour, or at least every 30 minutes or so. So for everybody out there, if you just joined us, you're wondering how all this works. We're doing sort of, the live stream today is featuring home items, okay? Cane, we did it, that was sold 101. We did this really cool lava lamp, very groovy, baby. Did this speaker. We've got knives coming up. Shing. We had the Snuggie-ish thing, which is much better than one I once had. That was that other brand. Piggy bank. You name it. But today is home goods. The second show will be doing jewelry. I think mostly for the most part. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I saw on the sheets. So we've got all that coming your way. But the way it works is, if you're watching on TikTok, and I know this is redundant for a lot of you out there, but we're supposed to kind of give you a heads up because people are kind of coming in, new people kind of filter in. TikTok, the way it works, you will see a bio. There's a link in the bio. I think it should be above me or below me. You will click on that. That will take you to our website, shoplc.com, where you can then punch in an item. For example, the first item that we showed today was this cane with all these crazy features on it. Bam, LED. That deal. Multi-use. This was sold 101. So, and then subsequent items sold 102, so on and so forth. I think we're up to like sold 114 at this point. But that will take you to the website. And you'll in the comment section on the website, you'll then punch in that comment in the comment section. Sold 101 or 10 whatever it is I tell you it is. And I'll give you those alerts as we go along, and you should see it probably above me or below me as well. Just sold 10 whatever. With our Instagram, Facebook, and people who are watching on the actual Facebook or the Shop LC website, you'll just in the comment section sold 10 whatever it is, and then that should take you to the website wherever you need to do the checkout. Have all the information, the detailed information, should have pictures, should have specs that maybe I just sort of whizzed by or didn't give you. All the deets should be on that website. You'll see kind of an estimated retail value. You'll see the pictures, and you should be able to see multiple pictures and multiple angles typically of different items, and it should answer any questions that maybe I'm not able to answer in the limited time that we have here with you. So, all that said, we've got these really beautiful set of two, they're called warm LED lanterns. I can see that. And then we just need some batteries.
They're in there.
Oh. So,
Is that turning on?
no, that one's not turning on.
You just had it on earlier.
Well, this one's on. Put them in wrong. Oh, there we go. Yep. This wasn't popped in there good. All right. So, I think these are really pretty. Ambiance, for sure. I don't know if you can even see those. I'll kind of move around. So we got some cool kind of lamp items for you today, which I'm a big fan of light, especially around the home. I mean, obviously you don't want things too bright, but especially good ambiance lights, like sort of mood, chill lights that aren't just like bright in your face, but something to add just a nice little touch. This is that item. You've got there's these little mini LEDs all throughout. It's a really cool kind of look too. I like this vibe. And this is something that you can take with you wherever you want to go. I mean, if you're, I don't know if you're out in the woods or whatever, it's not traditional camping, but what I think this is more suitable for is just around the home. If you want to get a couple of these, and just have some just a nice little extra bit of light. Now, the LED, you can't see it over there. The LEDs use very, very little in terms of the battery power. So those batteries should last you a good long while. Look, we had some over here the whole time. How about that? How about that? So, sorry about that, DJ. You are done your job and you didn't even know it.
Oh yeah.
We just got so much stuff. We got a lot of stuff today. So, folks, these are $9. You're going to get two. So you'll get the larger and the smaller. Perfect for the aforementioned little sconce deal that I was talking about. If you have like little shelves, maybe you have some shelves with like pictures, family pictures. Set these on either side, kind of bookend the family pictures on those shelves. Just so you can sort of have a nice little light to see all your family photos and things like that. And something, you can leave them on as long as you want. And AAA batteries are pretty ubiquitous these days, and they last pretty long nowadays. And they're going to last you a good long. Should get a good life out of that. You can find out the details of that particular, the however long they'll last. But just with the LEDs, they don't burn as much energy. So these are just going to be a bunch of little minis, and just really, really beautiful and pretty item. I like the ergonomic shape of it. It's not super heavy, so it's not something that you got to worry about weighing down or gonna make the shelf tip over or something. It's really lightweight, and it's something you can kind of walk around the house like at nighttime too. It's like if you just kind of walk around the house. This works as a exactly what we have exactly what it said, lantern. Just sort of to walk around the house at nighttime. Just from room to room, checking in on the kids maybe, and you just want to kind of see everything's all right. perfect. Again, I think it's just a great one to have on your shelves, and this is something that you could have on, and maybe if you're one of those people, some people like to have all the lights on when they watch movies. I'm not one of those people. I like to be able to focus, but this is something nice to have. Sort of, it's not going to be overpowering. Something that you can have on sort of in the background. It's going to be nice and mellow, and not going to be sort of in your face while you're trying to watch a movie or whatever it may be doing. Maybe you're having a get together. Maybe you're just having a little Bible study over at your house. This is a cool item just to kind of have in the background. Everybody's going to think they're quite lovely. I think you do too. So you got bunch of little fireflies trapped in a bottle is what it looks like to me. You ever did that when you were a kid? That's kind of what it reminds me of. Yep, we trapped a bunch of fireflies in a bottle, but no fireflies were hurt in the making of. So $9. I'm not sure how many we have. Could you give me a count on that?
We have.
It's a clearance item.
260.
Okay, so we have enough to go around. Another thing I like about it is you've got at the base of it, you can't really see from this picture here. And that doesn't really do it justice because you can't really see the light like you can here. And I hope you guys can see that. I know there's a lot of competing studio lights, but I'm assuming you can. But it's got a nice, almost sort of a light sort of almost light golden tint. So it's very, very easy on the eyes. But the base here, you've got like kind of a little mirror, a mirrored bottom. Now what that does is just it allows the light that you have to sort of basically amplifies it, right? So that's kind of a cool deal too, and it just makes it look really lovely in general. Again, this is gonna be glass, so you don't want to be banging around too much with it, but you got a nice sturdy base on there. Not super heavy though. I think it's the ideal. But again, this is what you're going to be getting for $9. Battery's not included. Again, just takes 3 AAAs in each. So these are both in terms of the amount of lights. They look like they're going to, so I don't think one's going to burn down quicker than the other. This one's just a little bit larger. It's kind of the big brother one there. All right. So really neat item. We have a lot of them. I think this would be a really, in lieu of, candles are beautiful. They're very nice, but they can be dangerous, right? Too many candles around a house. We've heard the horror stories. Some of you hopefully haven't experienced that, but candles are lovely. But this gives you all that ambiance, all that look without the sort of, the potential hazard that could be of having just like tons of candles. Maybe you want to plan a romantic dinner, romantic evening. You want to lead instead of candles to the bathtub and some flower petals, you'll have flower petals and a couple of these every 2 or 3, 4 feet. Not going to break the bank, and $9 gets you both of these. So $18 gets you everything you see right here. And you also have a budget pay available to you, so if you want to stretch it out, maybe you want to get a ton of them. Again, perfect item. Maybe you can go with this item coming up a little later on if you have a wedding. You might have seen a movie called Table 19. There was a fantastic actor in that movie that's barely seen till the end of the movie. And in the beginning, and you hear my voice in the beginning. But this would be really pretty to put out, I think, on on the tables at a wedding, Table 19 was a cute little movie. Anna Kendrick. I've seen it with Lisa Kudrow and friends and a couple other folks. Really, really neat little movie. Good little rom-com. All right, folks, so we're going to move on, but that's a really neat item, and we do have enough to go around. So get creative. Think of places around the house you could use it. Think of outside events, fundraisers, you name it. And just a really cool gift too. Great for the kids, going away to school, whatever. So I'm really liking it. And plus I love the sort of design of it too. And I think that color is going to mesh really well with pretty much anything out there. It's not overpowering, but it is something that's got a really nice sort of chill ambiance. Loving that. So we're going to move on. I feel like I'm getting a little cluttered here, but I'm going to save the flowers for in just a little bit. But we're going to talk about the coolest water bottle ever. Now, if you could give me the information, because I don't want to butcher it, about the black obsidian there. I know the general broad strokes, but folks, what you're getting here is gemstone infusion with something very, very practical use here. Contains a gemstone that comes with incredible, full disclosure, we do not make any, I'm not a doctor, but said to have incredible healing properties and to provide you with a lot more purified water. There is some studies that do show that it does help to purify your water. Keep yourself hydrated. So other than that, we've got just a very, very well-made, beautiful water bottle. It's perfect for the gym. I can't have enough of these around the house, quite frankly. If you have that very clumsy friend who comes over and you don't want to insult them by giving them a sippy cup, you give them one of these. The one that spills, you know, that friend that spills things everywhere. Maybe you're that person that spills things everywhere. Perfect for the nightstand. If you're like me, my nightstand, I made the mistake of getting ones that are they're flush with the bed, and so pillows. Yeah, it was not the smoothest move. But you've got nice, solid, sturdy. Got glass there. You got a stainless steel lid. It's going to stay nice and secure. You do have that gemstone infusion. That gemstone is going to be under in the center here. That's going to be black obsidian. And again, that said to have healing properties, but also will help to purify water as well. That's 100% natural. So it's a crystal stone. We've also got stainless steel bottom. So the interior of the cap as well. So that's going to, if you want to undo that, that'll just come unscrewed there. But that'll also screw in, get a nice little rubber rung there. It's going to keep everything secure in there, so you're shouldn't have to worry about any leaks. Now, you do want to hand wash this, I would say. So definitely be mindful of that. Just go ahead and do the hand washing, because I wouldn't take the risk of running it through a dishwasher. But it's going to be perfect for your water, perfect for juice, whatever you have. But this, specifically water, and in terms of purifying that water, that's definitely going to be something. So just wash it gently with water. It says dishwasher safe, but I would say just for the life of it, I would probably lean towards just, if you can, just hand wash it. About 9, almost 10 inches. So you're going to hold a good bit, about almost 19 ounces of water here. And look, we all need to keep hydrated. I don't know that we need to have, a gallon of water a day, like they kind of suggested back in the day. But you definitely, it's the building block, one of the building blocks, folks. You gotta stay hydrated. And it couldn't wait, as they say. So this is a really neat item. Folks, these can be very, very expensive. Look, just that black obsidian crystal, which is so beautiful. If we were just selling that black obsidian crystal as a necklace, it should be well over $50, $60. Folks, we're doing this for $14.99. $14.99. If you've been out there shopping, I mean, any kind of, well, check that. Maybe not some of those cheap little rubber plastic bottles, but any good bottle is going to be very, very expensive these days. Anything that's high quality like this that has an actual functional value in terms of purification, they can be through the roof. It has actual stainless steel, genuine, solid, strong glass there, leak proof, BPA free. I mean, on and on. It's ideal, perfect for the gym, perfect for really any situation. It can fit very easily into your purse, and because of the tight seal that you get, you don't have to worry about sort of leaking or anything like that. You've also got this sort of koozie that comes along with it. This will come with it as well, and that's going to keep it, whatever you have in there, nice and cool. Feel free to put some ice, drop a couple things of ice in there if you like, and let that melt throughout the day. It will have pretty strong. It's not going to be quite like one of the, what's the thing I'm thinking of? I think you all know the name of it. I'm not going to say the name of it, but one of those ones that sort of keep things super cold and then super warm. We're not talking about that level, but it will keep things nice and cool, I think, for a long time, or at least from what I've heard, at least we're reading testimonies and things like that. Keeps it icy for a good long time. And you've got all the properties, because a lot of times ice makers, that's one of the things that we kind of overlook, I think, a lot of times, because you have filters in your refrigerator, and sometimes we'll overlook replacing the filter for the ice maker. So those ice cubes can sometimes, over time, they can kind of get a little cloudy. But that black obsidian is going to help to sort of keep that water nice and purified there. So take advantage of this, folks. $14.99, and we have enough to go around. So I can't say enough about it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's classy. You're going to be the classiest person at the gym or at your office or wherever you may be. Church, just on the bus, on an airplane, wherever. Actually, I don't know about the ounces. You can fill it up, empty it out, fill it up in the bathroom. Got the purifier. So yeah, you can take that on an airplane. But this is an excellent opportunity at a really, really well-made and high-quality piece of hardware here. So you can even hook that to your belt if one were so inclined, like that. So you can take it for a walk in the hike. So it's got hands-free opportunity there as well. All right. So how about that? Well, when I turned my phone back on so I could do the.
See if I can turn that off. I got you.
Power off.
You got it?
Yes.
Cool.
Amber alert. What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on. That item, what was the last item?
That was 111.
Okay, so that was sold 111. We're going to move on to sold 112. And that will be
We're gonna do the money bank.
Money Bank, Piggy Bank. Who doesn't love pandas? Well, you ever seen Tropic Thunder? DJ, have you ever seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell the story of Tropic Thunder, but features pandas. Pandas are adorable. I heard that China just took their pandas back. Gotta get some pandas of our own. Problem with pandas is they don't like to mate very often, so they don't. They just want to go extinct. But we're not letting them go extinct. We've got a piggy bank. Well, a panda bear bank. It's black and white. This is ceramic. It's very, very nice. Very, very reminiscent of the old school ones that many of us remember from a long time ago. Now, this has nice sheen on it too as well. Really pretty. It's like very well made. Wow. Traditional, classic. At the end of the day, most men and women have change in their pockets. I know we're kind of moving to a cashless society, but you still got change. If you don't, then this is a great item. Just a cute item to have on the shelf. You could store anything in there. You've got this little bottom that's going to come out. You pull that out. And you got your slit in the back for pennies. That's going to service up to at least I'd say probably one of the Sacagawea or the JFK 50-cent pieces in the back. And when the year is up, you'll have enough, well, with inflation, you'll have enough to go out to a nice dinner maybe. But just adorable, classic style, great to teach children about saving money. Great if you just love pandas, if you're a big lover of the beautiful panda bears. They're so lovely and majestic, and this is so pretty and well made. I'm gonna kind of bring it up a little closer so you guys can get a look at him. Hello. There's a little slot in the back. Again, nice, beautiful ceramic. You've got like almost like a very, very nice sheen there too. Sort of a reflective, almost silvery on the panda ears there. And this is, friends, I mean, this is something, if you go to like one of those craft stores, you know, where you kind of can get the items and then you sort of paint them yourself and do all that. I mean, just for that item and just the paint alone, you could spend probably close to $60, 50, $40. We're doing these for $9.74. They're on clearance. I think it's just cute as pie. It's got a practical use to it as well. So if you stick that on the nightstand or stick it somewhere, you know, up on your dresser, just put your change in it, end of the day. It'll be about 6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches tall. Pretty wide though. He's a chunky little fella. That's good though, because you can fit more change in it. Probably about 5 inches, 6 inches wide. So, yeah, altogether, I mean, scroll down. I'm just want to see if there's any other information. Pretty much, you know, high quality material. Yeah, durable ceramic material. Lots of fun. Good lesson learned. Touched on that. Pocket money. Oh, you know what? You absolutely could. You can put your actual cash in here. What was I thinking? So yes, you could potentially at the end of the year, or whenever this gets chock full, you could potentially have a little bit more than for just a nice steak dinner and a bottle of wine. You could potentially, well, the kids could have something, you know, they could have something for a really nice toy or a really nice piece of electronic or video game or whatever it is that the crazy kids are into these days. But yeah, you can slide dollar cash in there too. So yeah, this is a neat item. Something you don't see very often. You got all these little fancy, you know, these little plastic ones with like the, you know, that you could drop the change into certain things, and that's cool and all. But this is a classic, and this is actually pretty and something that it's not going to be an eyesore, right? It's adorable. It's less than $10. So $9.74. I love it. What's not to love? And then when you're all done, you got it, and it's full. I guess you could break it, but don't do that. Just open this bottom and kind of let everything come out that way. And let's reuse it. Let's keep it for a lifetime. Just adorable. You get a little family of them if you want to. Do we have enough to get a family?
We do. 470.
Okay, we've got enough for you to get a family. It's adorable. It's got it's an ideal size, not too big, not too small. I've got pretty big hands, I mean, but you know, I can hold it in one hand. Piggy bank. Pigs? No. Panda bank. That's where it's at. $9.74. Again, this was sold $113. Okay. Love it. Cute. I'm gonna put it right back here on that shelf. It looks beautiful there.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's on my way. We can see all our stuff. It's perfect. I love it. I love it. You know what? Give him a little ambiance here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. Just lovely. All right, so we're gonna move on. That was sold $113. We've got very limited time. I think we're gonna have enough time to get to just about everything, though. Yeah. Got a little princess here. What's going on with you? This one I didn't see. This one just came out. We'll talk about little Princess Buttercup here after a while, but
so it's gonna be that I think gray box that was here earlier.
Yes, I've been moving stuff around.
Okay,
Aha.
yeah.
Can you see over here on this table?
No.
Okay, cool. It's kind of got stuff jumbled up over there.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my jam. I like this kind of stuff. I hope you do too. A lot of you are more electronically inclined. I mean, let's face it, we are watching this on electronic jazz, aren't we? For the most part. But Can you appreciate some old school and something that's a dying art, something that's important? The written word, that is what you have an opportunity for here today. You've got a big opportunity. Now, we've sold these individually, these pens. These are like that old school, like what Thomas Jefferson used. You've got the quill. You've got the ink that's coming with it. You've got the different heads here, folks. You've got the journal, right? Leather bound. You've got it all. You can, now it's got a little bit of new school in that you've got the binders there, right? So if you need to take these, you can put in new paper so that you can reuse this with the leather binding. But other than that, little piece of newer technology, although they may have had something comparable back in the day, you've got something that's kind of got that sort of really old world feel, and it's just really neat and a really fun gift. If you've got somebody younger who's learning how to write, it is important, I think, to teach penmanship. You know, most kids these days can't even do cursive. You know, if I know all I don't know if I know all the capital cursives anymore. I know all the capitals, but just not all the lower cases. It's been so long. That's the thing. You've got to stay current with writing, I think. I know that getting an email, sure, that's fine, and it's very, very, very useful. But you know what I like even more than getting an email is getting an actual written letter, a handwritten letter. Do you know what I keep? Well, I try to keep most important emails, but you know what I most assuredly keep, and what I treasure is and are letters from people I love. So in that respect, I'm a little bit of a hoarder of letters, handwritten letters from people that I treasure in my life, friends, family, loved ones. Sometimes loved ones that have passed away. You could use this as a journal, a daily journal, or a diary, or what have you. You would use it as a to-do item that you keep with you at all times. There's any number of things you can do. These, hold on, I'm writing. All right, so talk about penmanship. I should start practicing what I preach. But, see, so you just write in your journal. It says Chris Whitley and DJ Arnold. There you go. In cursive. But you've got, it's going to come with probably close to, 100? Something like that. You've got 5 extra nibs. Nibs are these little guys right here. You've got 2 bottles of ink. Ink is something you can easily replace. You just want to wash these off when you get done with them. You want to make sure you close up your ink. But you sort of tap it off, otherwise you'll get, a little bit of ink everywhere. But that's why you have the holder there, you see? And you'll have this little guy right here, and I'm making a bloody mess. So you definitely want to sort of, practice it up a little bit before you use it, which I clearly didn't do. But just close that good and secure, and it all comes in this nifty little box. It's ready-made, tailor-made as a gift. Now, look, you've even got this cool little feather, this little leaf deal right there in the notebook, so you can sort of, if you wanted to keep track of where you were at, and like say you were doing a journaling, or you were, you took this like to a Bible study or something, and just kind of, made your notes in here, but you've got like a little placeholder there too, which is really cool too. So I love that. I love the genuine leather bound. Folks, this is $19.99. It's a perfect gift for any age. I think any age can really get something out of it. And I think that you'll find that people that write handwritten letters, I think people respect that, even if they don't do it themselves. Okay, so this is something that's really fun, and the fact that you get the 2 pins with it. You got this deal right here. It's going to keep that nice and secure. So if you want to keep this on your desk at home, maybe in a library, in a study, keep it in the kitchen. It's going to fold up nice and neatly, so that if you did want to keep it just in one of your drawers, it's going to fit in most drawers. It's very thin here. Obviously, this would fit back in there. We just want to clean off that nib and make sure that your ink is nice and securely closed, obviously. But it's not going to take up a lot of room, and it's going to be something very thoughtful. And again, there's something so powerful about a handwritten letter as opposed. And look, even if you have, I know most of us can't spell now because we're so used to the spell check. But I don't care. Look, as long as I can kind of read it, that's the important thing. And I think it also, it's a strong sentiment that we're losing touch of very quickly in the sort of information age society and the technology society. So for that reason, I'm always really excited whenever we're able to present these kind of things to you, because I think it's something that to me, and I think to a lot of us out there, it still has a lot of gravity and holds a lot of power and is very important. That is the written, actual handwritten language. So take advantage of this, folks. $19. It's $20. You got 2 budget pays of $10. It's a cool item. How many do we have? You said we had about 50 or 60?
160.
Oh, okay. So we have 160 of these. Look, get as many as you want. Because like I said, this is not going to take up a ton of room, but I just want to kind of show you again what all you're going to be getting along with this. Now, I'm going to kind of, because I actually did do the display, I'm not going to put this back in there, but I'm just going to kind of hold this up. Because I got a little bit of ink I got to clean off that quill. But you got the feather, you got 2 feather pins. Those are going to be, you can tie those up, or you can just put this out, on your desk. That's going to keep it nice and flat. This will hold the ink. You might want to clean it out whenever you're done, or just like once a week, whenever, depending on how much you use it. But you've got really detailed sort of scroll work around there. You also have a bunch of different, so if you want to do sort of calligraphy type stuff, you've got some different pen heads, or nubs as they're called. I think that's what they're called. Pens, 2 bottles of ink, 5 extra nibs, and then the pen holder. So ink you can get at any craft store. So when those run out, if you wanted to keep maybe these little bottles, you surely could do that and just refill them. Just clean them out real good and refill them. This again, you can get pages to refill in here, but it's going to come with probably about 100, maybe more. A lot. And then you can reuse, because you do have the sort of little trapper keeper deal going on here, where you can take those out. So at the end of the year, if you wanted to, you could potentially take out all those pages and bind them somewhere else, put them away, if perhaps you had this as a journal. But I really like this item. And then you could reuse this leather bound deal, because that is very strong. Genuine leather. Leaf pattern, you got this little guy right here. Now keep it, well, I said you could use it as a placeholder, but I think it's more of like a sort of to keep this thing shut. But do whatever you want with it. It's very cool, very well made, excellent sentiment. It's not going to take up a ton of room. I love it. Thoughtful. $20. Can't beat it. Get a couple of them. Make those kids write some letters. They'll thank you later. All right. So that $19.99, ladies and gentlemen, sold $114. Okay. I'm gonna set this over to the side. I'll put you right here, Mr. Quill, and then I'll put this over here, DJ. So you,
Okay, gotcha.
This is here. That's that.
Gotcha.
All right. So that was sold $114. Now I got ink all over me. A little bit. Dries very quickly. just on my fingers. But we are going to move on to sold 115. Folks, we're running out of, we're getting low on time. If there's something you wanted to see, I know we're probably not going to have time to get to every single thing, but I would like to try to get to our little flower deal if we
We're
could.
doing that right now.
Excellent. This I think is so cute, so pretty. A bouquet, right? Perfect for around the house, but it lights up. Isn't that pretty? Just gonna use some AAA batteries probably.
Yeah.
Let's see, 20 decoration, 24 LED lighting. So you got 24 in total. Is 24 two? One? Yeah, 24 total. But the thing that's remarkable about this, other than the fact that it's just beautiful, I think it makes a great centerpiece. There's a little power pack down here if you wanted to. I'm sure there's ways you can configure this power. It's white, so it doesn't necessarily stick out like a sore thumb. But I think you could probably configure it if you wanted to where you could sort of lay it flat on here. I would think it's your prerogative, but that's going to be the battery pack. So if you wanted to kind of make it more, less sort of noticeable, you could always set it off to the side or underneath it or whatever you wanted to do, and then you could put this in a pot or whatever, some kind of nice little vase type deal if you have anything like that, or you can just sit it flat on a table. You can have this sitting up and sort of there, but it's white. It's all kind of pretty. Pretty low key, but the thing that's quite remarkable about this though is if you feel these, the petals feel like real, like white rose petals, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, hello for anybody who has a wedding, anybody who just has an event at their house, or just wants something beautiful ambiance. Again, kind of in keeping with having these lovely the lovely lanterns. Having the cool. The groovy lava lamp with all the confetti in it. This is something that's just really pretty. Look, you put it on your shelf and back here. And if you have this type of deal, you don't have to worry about it catching on fire. You don't worry about this catching anything on fire. But it adds lovely ambiance. I think it's great for the guys or the gals. I mean, I could use something cool like that in my apartment. I'm dude, but I mean, I think it's pretty, and it's not. I don't think it's necessarily any sort of gender. It's just a lovely, classy look, and these feel like real roses. It's really really cool. I love it. I would probably put it in some sort of vase or something. Like if this was a little bit wider, for example, I would probably have it maybe just in something that's maybe like this. Just cut off something like that and just drop that little base in there and just be really pretty. So get a couple of them. How many do we have? Do we have enough to kind of go around?
Should
have a good bit of them.
700 of this one.
Okay, we have tons of them. So you could potentially have an entire rows of rose bushes if one was so inclined. Heavenly ambiance. That is all right. See, I couldn't have said it better myself. Startle the onlookers. This breathtaking creation is inspired by nature, very wealthy in design. It does. Priceless possession. I mean, look, white's gonna go with just about anything. Like white and black go with everything. Silver tends to, grays, but white and black in particular are not going to clash with most of your interior patterns or colors or whatever that you have. So that's one of the beautiful things about this. It's not going to be something that's going to be an eyesore no matter what. And it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It just adds a touch of beauty. And look, if you want it to be less noticeable, you don't always have to keep the lights on there. Those will last a long time. Just takes a couple LED batteries that will last you a good long while. But flip it off. It's still beautiful. Now it just looks like almost like a little ceramic with all these delicate flowers. But it does have the feel of this sort of silky smoothness to those. So pretty. I love that. Yeah, so get a bunch of those because it's not going to break the bank. It's $14.99. But night light, again, there, boom. Can you see the shelf over here?
Not really, no.
Okay. Can you see this shelf?
Only like the bare edge of it.
Okay, so let's just assume maybe this shelf's not there.
Yeah.
You stick it on a shelf. You stick it at the end of maybe you have a fireplace. Stick it on the end of either edge of the fireplace, you know, at the top. A little hair stuck in there. It's not my hair, somebody's. But just a beautiful. It's not going to take up a whole ton of room. It's, you know, fairly lean, but you have a nice presence. In lieu of a lamp, but this, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of cool places you could have it in the kitchen. You know, if you have enough room, countertop space, you know, you just want a little something nice, just a little something that breaks up the monotony, or you know, adds a little something, just a little touch of class, little something. I think it's a perfect item. I wish you guys could see, because we do have a little fake fireplace over here. It would look beautiful there. If you have maybe sort of like, let's just say this is a painting and this is a fireplace, like, you know, put it on either side of the painting. It'd be lovely. Again, white, not going to clash with anything. And it's just going to give you a nice little bit of lighting there, not too overpowering, very soothing. Maybe you're somebody in an office setting. This is ideal for an office setting. It's something this is not going to ruffle any feathers. Who's not going to love a beautiful piece of ambiance like this? And if they're worried about the power, well, it's your batteries. So not using anybody's power, and you can always turn it off too if the lighting is hurting somebody's eyes, which it won't, unless they're having like a migraine or something. In which case it probably still wouldn't, because that is ambient. In fact, if you are having a migraine, it's probably the only light that you could stand. So it's something really, really nice, really pleasant, and absolutely beautiful. And you got to get it home. Just feel this. I mean, if you want to, go ahead and maybe get 2 or 3 of them at this point. Get them home. If you don't love it, send it back. But I don't think you will. I think you'll end up wanting to get more, and hopefully we'll still have more. As DJ just said, we do have a good bit of these in, so hopefully we'll still have some more whenever you get the 1 or 2 home or whatever. You decide that you love it, and you decide that, wait, you know, I think I could use more for this room or that room. But definitely, this is one. I think you know, $14.99. It's not gonna break the bank, and it's something that's really, really beautiful. If nothing more than just as a lamp, right? I mean, just as a lamp, that works. You can put these in the bathroom. Maybe you're having a nice bubble bath or something. In lieu of candles or whatever, you just put one of these next to the, you know, up on the corner, or 2 of them, or 4 of them, depending on how big your bathtub is, if you have the shelving or whatever. Really pretty, really cool. Stick it on a sconce. Love that. All right, we're gonna move on. Just because, gosh, we're just about out of time. Do we have time for anything else?
I'll give you an option. You have 3 items left. We have the candle holder, the air fryer, or the knife set. Which one do you want to do?
Let's do the air fryer.
Okay.
Candle holder. Wait, candle holder.
Yeah, it's the little things right there.
Candle holders. Those are pretty. Yeah. Let's get Big Daddy here. Cause we've had that sort of sitting in the back. It's been looming large.
Yeah.
Air fryer. Yes. This is my bag, baby. So, I know what you're thinking. Frying. Uh-oh. He's trying to fatten us up. No, I am not. The air fryer, this is next level. Okay? This is going to be a little bit of a nicer, well, this is going to be better on the calories and what have you. I don't have one. I'm going to. How many do we have?
We have 100.
Okay, we got 100 of these. Just came in. You got a non-stick coating tray here. You're going to be able to cook a good bit of stuff. That's a couple quarts there, right? This is $49.99, just right off the bat. These things can be like hundreds of dollars. You've got all these different settings here. You could do fries. It's going to come with all kinds of instructions for whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to be doing sweet potato fries. I love sweet potato fries. You've got sweet potato fries. It tells you right here on the top just some of those main staples. You've got chicken, 200 degrees Celsius, and then it's very simple. You just click it to whatever time frame. They give you the time stamps on here. This is just on the top area, but you'll also have a whole little booklet that'll come with material mastery, not material mastery, but with all kinds of different, the actual individual things. But this got some of the main, like ribs. You can do kebabs. You can do chicken. You can do shrimp, sweet potato fries. Just regular fries, but I do my sweet potato fries. I just bought some sweet potatoes. So you've got a timer right here, so it's going to start doing the air fry. Now, we don't have this plugged in, thankfully, but this is all very, very simple to use. It'll tell you all, like I said, you're going to get the menu thing. It's going to have all the information with what all you need to put with it. Whether you want to use some kind of different type of oil, it's not necessarily, because it is an air fryer, but you can. Like with certain things, because I've seen people do it before, you can spray or sprinkle certain oil, whether it be avocado oil, or you probably want to stay away from the seed oils. I think they're saying now that those are not necessarily too great for you, but anyway, I'm not here to give you a health lesson. I'm here to give you an amazing value. You're going to be able to cook a lot of stuff in here. This is not just itty bitty teeny tiny, right? So it's going to be ideal. It's compact enough where you can send it with Junior or little Miss Carmen to away to college with, and it's not going to take up too much space. But you're also going to be able to get some big dishes done in that. I mean, you could fit a whole meal of chicken in there, a whole thing of ribs in there. This is an excellent opportunity for you folks on this one, and I gotta tell you, with budget pay. 2.8 liters, yeah. So with budget pay, it's not gonna break the bank. $49.99. Get it home. Go out there and price some of the air fryers. They can be a fortune, because I have priced them because I've been wanting to get one. So take advantage of that. Get it home. If you don't love it, I don't think that's not a clearance item. So feel free to give it a 30-day inspection. Now I think once you use it, I'm not sure if that applies, but. Read the fine print, but definitely you're not going to pay any shipping on that one because it is right there at that $49.99. And you got five budget payments of $10. Listen, I appreciate everybody out there watching, and those of you who had all the kind words to say. I really, really appreciate you. Appreciate your patience with a couple of items that I was sort of tinkering around with. But I want you guys to come back if you would, please, and be sure to check out the 2 p.m. Central Time. So 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be back at it, and we're going to be back with jewelry. We've got some amazing items coming your way here in just a couple of a few. So we'll see you soon. God bless you. Thank you.
Give it a couple seconds.
I got to get one of these air fryers, dude.
Yeah, we have like a crap ton.
We got 100.
No, I was saying in general, like where I live, we have like 6.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's strong. It's